Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do the week ahead for the collective. So, whenever you're seeing this is for the next week. Jojo made it. Hello. Thanks for being here. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. It really does help my channel. Um, I just had a birthday and I got a couple new decks, so I'm going to be showcasing those today for this week ahead. They're both Oracle decks. Um, we'll see how it goes. I might throw in a tarot deck at the end, but we're going to start with, well, it's the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, Colette Baron Reed, and then the Elemental Oracle, Stacy DeMarco. So I'm super excited about these decks. I mean, pretty much always get excited, but all right, let's see. So thanks for the birthday wish, Jojo. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently than normal. I'm going to pick 4 cards from each, lay them out, and then read it. Okay, so we have Moonlight. This is the Enchanted Map deck. Moonlight, Stuck in the Mud, Sacred Pool, and Coming to Life. Okay. I'll show them again in case you didn't see those very well. And then with the Elemental Oracle, get a little shuffle there. One more. All right. We've got Passion, the Soul. It says Passion and then in littler letters, it's the Soul. Pressure and Transformation. I need a bigger table for what I'm trying to do here. Okay. Dark Matter. I did a reading for my parents and that one came up. For my mom, I think. And Wind. Oh, Dark Matter, the other little word is Mystery. And then Wind, we have Change. I'm interested. I think it would be really fun to do a reading with a bunch of my oracle cards all mixed together. Sand Tarot does a reading where she combines 3 decks into one and then lays them out, and it's cool. It's a cool way of doing it. Anyway, for now. So we start with Moonlight and Passion. Moonlight and Passion. It could be where with in the light of the moon, things can seem I want to say like it there's a sense of romanticism. Is that a word? There's a romantic feeling to it. There's the light of the moon. It's a little softer. Things are more subtle. Um, could be where there's some kind of passion that's coming up. Maybe it's one of those things where during the day you're busy, you're doing your thing, but at night as you're in bed, as you're getting winding down, this passion, something that is it's a passion of the soul, so it's something that's not going away. It's um it's something that rises up when you kind of quiet yourself, still yourself. Um what's in there? There's something. Oh, it's an owl. There's an owl up in the moon. So, maybe you're able to tap into your wisdom easier at night. Oh, and we have butterflies. Butterflies always speak to me of transformation in a major way. So maybe it's like you have some kind of passion to transform your life, transform some aspect of your life, and it keeps coming up for you by the light of the moon. Also, we just had a full moon, so that could also be where um, something's been stirred up in you, and it won't be ignored. So we have stuck in the mud and pressure transformation. That's right. I forgot about that when I pointed to the transformation with the butterflies. So it's like the transformation comes from being under pressure. When you're stuck in the mud, the elephant is stuck in the mud, but it kind of looks like it's on its way, it's making its way out of the mud. And then we've got the little bird going along for a ride on its back, almost like, could be someone, this it could be like you have you're feeling stuck, but you're getting through the mud, you're moving forward. There's all this pressure that it's like the pressure that pulls on you as you're trying to pull yourself out of a situation, out of the mud. This is the process of how a diamond is created, under pressure, under extreme pressure, and that transformation happens, that refinement. um the passion card, what number is that? That's 14. Yeah. So it feels this is a so the passion this of the soul, you might have been feeling stuck for a while. um Stuck by your circumstances, stuck by a way of thinking, habitual behavior. Um, somehow there's been this sense of, yeah, like trying to move forward, meeting resistance, but it's happened for a reason. It's happened to facilitate this transformation. So then we have sacred pool and dark matter, mystery. So once again, we've got butterflies, and this one is over her mouth. So it's a transforming how you speak. It's one of the four agreements. If you're familiar with that, Miguel Ruiz, one of the four agreements is be impeccable with your word. Whatever comes out of your mouth has a lot of power. Your words have a tremendous amount of impact and force behind them, energetically, sometimes literally, depending on who you're talking to. The sacred pool. This is this is how you get out of being stuck in the mud. Is you start to affirm what it is that you want, what's important to you, not. only affirming what's sacred. If you find yourself starting to speak about anything that is low vibe, that brings you down, that causes you to feel heavy, uncomfortable, you can use your body as a barometer for this to help you understand what feels right and what doesn't. Your body will know instantly, and it's about tuning into that. And so this journey, getting out of the mud, it's like it's all up to you, your world, other people. It's like cleansing yourself in the sacred pool. Washing, it's almost like a baptism, but not religious. It's a spiritual baptism. Transforming. So so it's a really nice progression. The transformation happens, and mystery. There's no telling what's coming around the corner. Typically, we don't know. We think we might know, but the future is always this kind of nebulous thing. And a lot of people kind of lean on that um that feeling like, oh, I know what's going to happen. I know how things are going to play out. But really, you can get a curveball thrown at you at any time. And so that's another part of this transformative energy, is kind of leaning into the mystery, knowing, being honest with yourself about knowing that you don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot you don't know. The more you learn, the less you know, right? So then we have coming to life and wind change. So so once you cleanse yourself in the sacred pool, get all that mud off of you, now you can rise up. Um, the physical change comes after the transformation. It's a natural byproduct of whatever it is that you have gone through, that you have learned, under come to a new understanding about. And this change card is so interesting because it's like, I don't even know how to begin how to read this, but it's like she's taken the cliff or the land and she's like turning it upside down. Things are being turned upside down, but you're coming to life because of it. You're excited for this change. Maybe you're having to move for some reason. For example, leave the place you've been living for a while because it's all, whoa, deja vu. I dreamt this. Weird. Okay, it's all, it something is changing, but it's like lighting a fire under you. You have a light. You have some kind of ability to see the bigger picture, see further into the possibilities of the future because of what's happening. You're realizing that this change needed to happen. It was going to happen anyway, but you're embracing it. You're like, okay, well, I can't do anything about this. So and you understand full well that you were stuck before anyway. So now you're like, oh my God, I've been cleansed. I'm releasing myself. Um, th- this image, I can't tell exactly. I'm just gonna go with it because it's coming to me. Okay, so it's like cleansing in the pool, and then it turns out that you're standing over a geyser. The geyser pushes you up and out, so it's like a it's almost kind of forceful, but now suddenly you're on top, you can see things better, you're free of all the mud, you're cleansed, and we have a butterfly. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Yeah. So, um so this change is might be unexpected, but it's very welcome. Very, very welcome. Because now you have risen. You are discovering a new part of yourself, some kind of hidden power or passion, or I don't know, the passion's already there. We started with that, but it's like maybe you had kind of a general idea, but now it's being focused and refined. And so um yeah, that looks it's very nice. I like this reading a lot. Um let me just grab a couple more because I said I would. Cards from the Radiant Rider Waite deck. I know the art in these is so cool. We have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Judgment, and the Hermit. We've got Scorpionic and Virgo energy. Scorpio and Virgo. Um, this is it. It feels like here you are at a new beginning. This so these cards, these let's see if I can explain it. Come on, brain, you can do it, brain. Um, you get these in the right order of how I'm looking at them. So it's like as this change happens, as you start coming to life, you're like, okay, I'm ready for a new beginning. I'm ready to act from the heart. Um, maybe you're making an offer to someone, you're interested in something new and doing things differently than you've done before. um and it puts you on this mission of like the passion, the fiery energy is under you, and you're like, okay, I'm getting on my horse and I'm going. I'm looking at the past. I'm looking at how everything has been up to this point, where I was stuck in the mud, where this dream, this passion was only a dream. And now it there's potential here. This dream can turn into a reality, but the judgment is like making sure you don't make the same mistakes as before, if possible, doing things differently, moving on in a new way sometimes. Or if you're choosing to cycle back around to something where you felt stuck, now you're figuring out a new way to approach that situation so it doesn't feel so stuck. And it's because of taking time to go within, to um to tap into your wisdom that's always been there, because we have the owl here, but only by the light of the moon. And even then, the owl's kind of hanging out on the dark side of the moon. So um you know something that you wouldn't let yourself think about or dream about before, now you're really shining a light on it. And you're inspired. um you're going for it because you know that it's going to bring you some kind of justice, some kind of um some wrong is going to be righted or something like this. Um, so the energy just builds and builds and builds. The momentum starts to pick up more and more, and you're really, yeah, you're going to be unstoppable. That's what this feels like, because you've got that impulsive energy, but you have the wisdom behind it. So you're not just diving in aimlessly. Proceed. And I've learned. I've learned my lessons. Oh no, connection is unstable. That's terrible. I hope this video is okay. I'm gonna leave it there actually. Hopefully it's okay. Um anyway, there's your reading. What a week. Um thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.